FDA approval. Good evening. Good evening. I'm audible.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I'm audible. No? It is clear. The screen visible or not? Screen is visible, no? Hello. Screen visible. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about the IUPAC nomenclature. Your syllabus they are given simple organic compound. So alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, and carboxylic acid, amines they are given as a functional group. With the help of the functional group, how we have to find out the name of the particular compound. Now, the first case, we should know the rule of the IUPAC nomenclature. First, what are the methods we need to follow? So the rules. The first step, we have to do that root word. And the second, primary suffix. And the next one, secondary suffix. And here from the left hand side, here this is right hand side, and left hand side it will start from here primary prefix, and next one is a secondary prefix. So in the root word, first case is a root word is very important and main thing, and next one is a primary suffix, and then secondary suffix, and next secondary prefix, here primary prefix. In that first case, root word. What is mean by root word? Root word is nothing but number of carbon. Carbon in the chain. And next, primary prefix means if the compound, whether it is cycle or not. If it is cyclic, then primary prefix we should write. If it is not cyclic, then there is no primary prefix. So, cyclic. If it is cyclic, cyclo. If it is not cyclic, your primary prefix absent. Next, secondary prefix is a substitution. And next, primary suffix. Primary suffix means if the compound is saturated or unsaturated, then saturated or unsaturated. Next case, secondary suffix. If it is secondary suffix means functional group. So these are the categories. So based on that only we are going to write the IUPAC name of the particular compound, organic compound. I am audible? Anyone respond? Is it audible?
Yes.
And everything clear? Okay. Now the first one is the root word. In the root word, first we are going for the first 10 carbon. Why? Because they will ask 10 carbon only. Beyond the 10 carbon, they won't ask. So that's why first we are writing first carbon. That means number one, first carbon. The carbon connected with the 4 direction hydrogen. That means carbon valency, already we know that the valency of the carbon is 4. That's why around the carbon, 4 bonds should be there. and all the bond connected with the hydrogen. It should not be connected with some other element. If it is any other element it is connected, then we should not say is a single carbon. That means a hydrocarbon. Only hydrogen, carbon should be there. So if it is hydrogen and carbon with one carbon, four hydrogen, then we are saying the root word as a meth, METH. Next, if it is two carbons are there. First carbon connected with the second carbon. In the first carbon, three hydrogens are connected. And the second carbon also, three hydrogens are connected. Then, and one is a carbon bond. Then this name is called the ETH. ETH. I'm saying about only the root word. So this is ETH. Next one is if it is three carbons are there. 1, 2, 3. The three carbons connected with the one bond with the carbon. Here two bond with the carbon, and here terminal carbons are only one bonded with the carbon. Remaining everything you are going to write the hydrogen. If it is like this, then we are calling as a prop. Next, if it is four carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon, it is connected with all the side. I'm not writing a hydrogen. Instead of hydrogen, just I'm making as a bond only. So this is called bute. Actually, we should not pronounce as a but, is a bute. Bute. And next, if it is five carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it is five carbon connected with all the other terminals, hydrogen, then this root word is called a pent. And next, if it is six carbon connected, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it is six carbon connected, then we are calling as a X. HEX. Next is seven carbon if it is connected. If it is seven carbon connected, then it is called a kept. Before in the IUPAC nomenclature of the periodic element, that means 107, 108. If it is that time 7, I said the word as a sept. Here actually hept, HEPT. Next 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If it is here 8 means oct. There also oct, here also oct. And next, if it is 9 carbon, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If it is 9 carbon connected with all the terminals are hydrogen, every terminals are hydrogen, then it is called the non. NON, non. If it is 10 carbon, then here 10 carbon, then it is called a deck. This is the root word. First, we should know that root word. Next case, saturated and unsaturated. If it is saturated means if it is saturated, when you are writing the structure, if you are seeing the structure, in between the carbon and carbon should have single bond alone. Whatever the, if it is 10 carbon or 10, 20 carbon or n number of carbon, okay, whatever the chain, you should not find anywhere as a double bond or a triple bond. Everywhere should be in between the carbon, not in between the oxygen, with in between the oxygen and carbon, or carbon with the nitrogen or some other element. You should not think only carbon with the carbon. Everywhere should be single bond. If the compound having single bond alone, then we are saying as a ANE, the terminal. That means what is it? The primary suffix will be ANE. Next, if it is unsaturated. If it is unsaturated, carbon with carbon double bond or carbon with carbon triple bond. Okay, so in between the carbon, either it may be double bond or a triple bond. Both we are calling as the unsaturated hydrocarbons. If it is double bonds are present, then you have to use the primary suffix as a ENE. If it is double bond, triple bond is present, then you have to use the suffix as a YNE.
Sir,
Okay. Yes.
what is the difference between saturated and unsaturated, sir?
This only the difference, sir. If it is in between the carbon, single bond will be present, then it is saturated. If it is multiple bonds are present, then it is unsaturated.
Okay.
Okay, no, saturated, unsaturated. That means we are saying that oil and petrol, no, the petrol having the saturated hydrocarbon. Clear? And our cooking oil is there, no, the cooking oil, everything is unsaturated hydrocarbon. Petrol is different, cooking oil is different, no. So that's why in between the carbon and carbon, there is no any double bond or triple bond, means it is saturated hydrocarbon. That's why it is not suitable for cooking. That means petrol, diesel, kerosene, and that it is not suitable for cooking. And plant oil like a groundnut oil or a coconut oil or a dal, that means amla, this and all we are saying, no. So it is a unsaturated hydrocarbon. So unsaturated hydrocarbon means either it may be double bond or a triple bond. Okay, no? Correct, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks.
Okay. Next case, here we are giving the secondary suffix. Secondary suffix means we have in our syllabus they given few examples. In our things they given a few examples. The first one, alcohol. Suppose if it is alcohols are there, the carbon chain continuously it will be connected with one another. The finally OH group will be there. Then if it is OH group alone, if it is present along with the carbon connected with the OH group. If it is there, then we are saying as a alcohol. This is a long chain and here connection with the carbon. After it is connected with the OH group. If it is OH group alone, it is present, then it is called the alcohol. Then the suffix, secondary suffix, we are keeping as a OL. Only OL you should add. Beyond that, you should not add any other things. Next, this is long chain carbon connected with double bond O and next hydrogen. If it is like this, this remaining the scratched line, everything it is a hydrocarbon. The last terminal C double bond O and the along with the C double bond O, hydrogen should be present. If it is like this, any formula if you will find, then it is called aldehyde. The aldehyde means the terminal will be Al. Before it is OL and this one is the Al. That's it. Aldehyde means Al as a suffix. Alcohol means OL as a suffix. Next one is the long chain of the carbon. Here carbon will be there and the double bond O. Again it will start from the carbon. Here hydrogen is there and here oxygen will be there. But here in between in this carbon connected with here also carbon and this also carbon. So if it is present along with the CO, then we are saying as a ketone. If it is ketone means this terminal you have to take. Then what is that? ONE should add as a suffix. Next, suppose if it is long chain and the C double bond O, again it is connected with O and again one more hydrogen is present. If it is hydrogen is present, then it is called the acid or carboxylic acid. It is acid. The acid means you should add here the COH group is there, no? Then we have to add as a oic acid, OIC and acid. Next, if it is long chain connected with one double bond O, carbon and oxygen, again connected with oxygen, again carbon is connected. Here hydrogen is connected, but here carbon is connected. If it is carbon is connected means it is called the ester. Okay, if it is ester means ATE you should add as a terminal. Okay, na sir? This one understand no? And next
Sir.
one more
Sir,
example
sir,
they given in your syllabus.
sir,
Okay.
sir. Sir.
What,
Please
sir?
repeat the ester one, sir. Ester.
Yes, ester
Here.
one, no? Ester one means just sir. Actually, here acid, you know, no? Acid how we are writing. When you are writing the acid, CH3, I added, or otherwise I'll explain. One carbon is there, and it is connected with 3 hydrogen. And instead of one more hydrogen, I'm going to connect a carbon. Again, I'm going to connect the oxygen. Again, I'm going to connect oxygen. Again, I'm connecting with the hydrogen and here hydrogen and here hydrogen. Okay. So now this is carbon chain. Correct? It is connected with the carbon. And here connected with the carbon. Next, the middle part how we can write this is carbon chain and it is connected with the CO. Again, it is connected with the oxygen. Again, the carbon chain will be there. Either one carbon or two carbon or n number of carbon. Okay. So you are finding the unit, this unit in the middle of the chain. If you are finding this unit middle of the chain, C double bond O and O, if you will find, here you should not be hydrogen or some other element. It should be carbon only. And here you should not find any other element, only carbon. The carbon should connected with this carbon. And here the carbon should connected with this oxygen. If you are finding like this, then it is called ester. Okay. Acid means what we are saying, it is connected with the carbon. Here connected with the carbon, and here the oxygen is not connected with the carbon, it is connected with hydrogen. Then it is called acid. Here carbon is connected, so that's why we are saying is the ester. Then here we are saying ATE. Suppose, for example, you are keeping the name. Later I'll write one by one the name, how to name the element, this and that. Now just you have to remember this one. Okay, no? The first I said the root word. Root word means if it is one carbon meth, two carbon eth, three carbon prop, four carbon but, five carbon pent, and six carbon X, seven carbon hept, and eight carbon oct, nine carbon non, and 10 carbon dec. Here functional group, if it is saturated means C and C having single bond, unsaturated means C and C in between C and C having double bond. Like this, before I draw the structure, no. If it is structure continuously carbon hydrocarbons are there. Here continuously hydrocarbons are there, and the one place, that means one place. 1 second. Continuously hydrocarbon, again here one place having double bond, again it is connecting. And continuously hydrocarbon, again it is the triple bond is present, again it is connecting. So here triple bond is present and here double bond is present. So triple bond, double bond together we are calling as a unsaturated. If it is double bond is present, then it is ENE. If it is a triple bond is present, then it is YNE. So the terminal last suffix, primary suffix, you need to add like a ENE or YNE. So this one you have to remember. Next functional group means if it is alcohol, then alcohol. If it is aldehyde, then aldehyde. So alcohol means OL, aldehyde means AL, and this one ketone means if it is ketone, if they're given ketone means you have to write according to that formula. So ketone means just in the formula itself, ONE is there, just you have to write ONE. Here acid is there. Here also you should write acid. Why? Because we're finding the name acid, and acid is easy and ketone is easy. And from the name itself, we can write last terminal. Anyway, they will give ONE, and ONE if they would have given, then you can easily understand this is the keto group. If it is AL they given, then you can understand is the aldehyde group. And OL they given, if it is alcohol, OL, then alcohol. Then like this you have to remember and identify. And next case is the primary prefix and the secondary prefix. Primary prefix means if the compound is cyclic compound. Cyclic means from first carbon, two carbon, first carbon, only one carbon is there, then it won't form the cycle. Only one carbon is there, you can't able to frame the cycle. Two carbons are there, you can't able to frame the cycle. If it is three carbons, then you can able to make the cycle. 3-member ring is the cycle. Now we can write cyclo, CYCLO, cyclo. This is the primary prefix. Cyclo, 1, 2, 3 carbons are there. Is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. So 3 carbons are there. Already you know this root word as a prop. And next one is the here in between the carbon and carbon, single bond only present everywhere. So 3 bonds are single bond only present. Here also single bond, here also single bond, and here also single bond. Then you have to write ANE. Then the complete name, if you write the complete name, then cyclo propane. This is the name of the compound. Clear, sir? And here you should add everywhere hydrogen. Why? Because already you know that carbon having 4 valency. The carbon which is having 4 valency. Here first valency over, second bond over, third bond you have to write as a hydrogen, and fourth bond you have to write as a hydrogen. Here one hydrogen and here another hydrogen. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 around this carbon. Next here 1, again hydrogen, again hydrogen, again 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 bonds. So like that we can write all the structures. Okay. So now we'll go for the examples one by one. And the secondary prefix I given that how we should write the secondary prefix. Secondary prefix means I'm saying is a substitution. Substitution means for example 1, here hydrogen you written, and here I'm going to write the bromine. Here I'm going to write the hydrogen. Here hydrogen. I already told if it is around the carbon, if all the center, all the terminal atoms are hydrogen alone, then you will write the methane. Met plus everywhere single bond ANE. Then it is called the methane. Here bromine we added. Then how we can name the compound? Bromine means. So the first one. First what we written same as it is. If it is only one carbon attached by 3 hydrogen atom, and here some other atom attached, then we have to write methyl, METH. Meth is the root word. And again it is not completed. Here hydrogen is not there. Then if it is hydrogen not there, then you have to write YL, methyl. And after that you are adding your bromine. Suppose you are adding bromine, then you should write methyl bromide. Okay. Next, suppose you are writing 1, 2, 2 carbon.
Sir.
And connected with the here 3 hydrogen, and here
Sir.
1 hydrogen, and here
Sir.
another hydrogen. Here hyphen. If it is SS.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In above example, which is methane, so here also bromine is connected, Br is connected, right? So how come it is
like,
methane only?
Able to understand what you're saying.
I'm not able to
Your
understand.
voice not audible, sir. Once again. One second.
Sir, is it audible now?
Sir, again I'll repeat. Okay. So one carbon, okay, and two carbon. Now what you will say that a root word ethyla, et. Correct? Correct, no, sir? So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yet you will say. Now here if you are connecting all the terminal, that means carbon should have 4 bond around the carbon, 4 bond. Here first bond, this is second bond, and this is third bond, and this one is the fourth bond. Clear? Now this carbon satisfied. Again next carbon, here first bond, again second bond, and third bond, next fourth bond. Here I'm going to add hydrogen here, but here I'm not adding anything. This particular part I'm not adding anything. Okay, then how we can call the particular substance? Then you should add yet. It is a root word. Why? Because two carbons are there. Here one carbon, this is second carbon. So yet. And next plus YL. Before what you will add? It will be ANE. Correct? If it is hydrogen will be present in the particular position, then you have to add ANE. If the hydrogen not present, only hyphen, it is a blank, then we are going to write as a ethyl. Okay, that's it. And next, suppose if it is any bromine is there, then you can use one more method also. If it is bromine, you are going to add. Then one more method we'll write. This is called substitution. This is called the substitution. Substitution means I already said it is a secondary prefix. Then if it is secondary prefix means what you should do here, bromo, MO you should add. Why? Because before I said bromide. Here I'm saying bromo. If it is the first element you are going to write. So this one you forgot. Don't confuse with that. And here you have to remember bromo and two carbons are there. Two carbon means you know that it is called eth. And next after that there is no any double bond, only single bonds are there in between the carbon and carbon. So eth ANE, bromo ethane, the name over. Correct, sir? And here secondary prefix not there, secondary suffix not there, and the primary prefix not there. Correct? Primary prefix also not there, and secondary suffix also not there. We have only this is secondary prefix, and this one is the root word, and this one is the primary suffix. Okay, na? Clear, sir? Next, yeah, we are going to write one more structure. Then you can understand.
Sir,
Just you have to try yourself. Then whether it will can be
sir.
correct or not. Once we will check. First carbon,
So,
second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, 5 carbon. Yes. Yes, sir.
why we are writing ANE here, sir? ANE. ANE is not given.
Yes, sir. What, sir? What, sir?
Why we are
Any
writing
doubts?
AN? Am I audible, sir?
ANE, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Why we are writing ANE?
Yes, sir.
Actually, ANE means here we are writing, no, sir. This is saturated, no. Saturated means carbon. You are finding carbon and carbon having single bond, no. If it is single bond means the secondary suffix we can't write. Here primary suffix we are saying saturated or unsaturated. If it is saturated, here you should write ANE. If it is unsaturated, here you should write ENE or YNE. Clear?
Okay.
Correct, no, sir. Next see here. Here hydrogen. Here OH group I added. And here hydrogen, here hydrogen, here hydrogen, this side hydrogen, Now, how we can name the compound? First, what we should do? First one is the root word. We should find out the root word. What is mean by root word? Number of the carbon. Here first carbon. This is second carbon. This is third carbon. And here fourth carbon. Here fifth carbon. So number of the carbon, 5 carbon. 5 carbon means what is our root word? It is a pent. Correct?
Yes.
Pent is a root word. Next, we are going to add the formula. Next, saturated or unsaturated. This is that is a primary suffix, no. So here single bond, there is no any double bond. Here single bond, here single bond, here single bond. So everywhere single bonds are there. Then you have to write ANE. Correct?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Next one is that OH groups are present. OH group is the here this OH group called alcohol.
OL.
Alcohol means what is the terminal you should write? OL. OL you should add. Correct? Then here
Yes,
OL. Next we have primary prefix and secondary prefix. Here I don't have a primary prefix, secondary prefix. Only hydrogen is present. There is no cycle. Here primary prefix when we will write cycle, if it is cycle, then we will write. And secondary suffix prefix when we will write if it is a substitution any other element instead of hydrogen, if it is bromine is there, then you have to write. Okay, so here you should not write. Then here what is the compound, what is the name of the compound we can write? Directly you have to attach. What is it? Pen.
No.
Here instead of E, you have to remove this E. Okay, terminal you should remove the penta TANOL. So pentanol. This is the answer. Suppose if you could not able to remove this E, means directly you have to write pentane and OL. This is also correct. Pentanol.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Understand? Next example. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. Okay. Next, I'm going to draw here double bond. Then how many hydrogen I can draw? Here 2 hydrogen and 3 hydrogen. Here first 1 bond, 2 bond, 3 bond is there. One more bond only we should draw. And next 1 bond, 2 bond, 3 bond. Here one more bond we should draw. And next here 1, 2, 3. Here 1 hydrogen, here 1 hydrogen, here 1 hydrogen. So overall, the complete structure will be written. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? 4.
Yes,
4
sir.
number is there. Then 4 number means what is the root word? But. Correct? Next, the suffix, primary suffix, what you will write? If it is double bond means ENE we will write. And next, any other substitutions are present? There is no any substitution. Correct? There is no substitution. Okay. And next, one more things you have to remember. One more thing. Here, the double bond, you are writing the number 1, 2, 3. No, the double bond where it is started. From second carbon, it is started. Correct?
Yes,
then
sir.
here you have to write just number 2. Then what you will write? But and 2 ANE. Sorry, ENE. Butene. That's it. Or either you can mention before or after. The two means what? The ENE, that means double bond where it is present means you have to tell as a second carbon it is present. That's why we are writing as a number is 2. 2 ENE. So but 2 in. This is the formula. Clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
Understand? Okay.
That sir, double bond is.
And they will ask the question general formula. General formula means yes.
Sir, double bond is present in third carbon also.
Yes,
so why it shouldn't be 3 Ne, sir? Instead of like
No, no,
a
actually
double
it
bond.
will start, you are counting the number from here also, here only, no? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, we are counting, no? So where the double bond started, you have to give the number that only. Actually, you are saying, I understand that 2 and 3, the in between second carbon and the third carbon is double bond is present. Why we are not mentioning the third carbon? Why we should mention second carbon alone? They're asking that. But
Yes,
actually,
sir.
double bond where it is started means the second carbon only it is started. So if it is second carbon started means it is automatically it will connect with the third carbon only. Understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So no need to write 2, 3 and all. Just you have to write 2 alone. That's a double bond started to second carbon. So second carbon is enough. You no need to write a third carbon and all. Clear, sir? Suppose if it is connected, see the like this. If it is like this present. Okay. So here double bond is present. Double bond present means first carbon itself double bond present. Then what you will write? Here prop. Prop means 3 carbons are there. As the root word is prop. And next 1. Next ENE. That's it. Name over. Clear, sir? Suppose if it is 3 carbons are present. Sorry, triple bond is present. Here 1 nitrogen and here another carbon with 3 hydrogen. Okay. Now here the valency completed. Here this carbon valency completed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again 1, 2, 3, and next 4. So valency completed. Now you are giving the number from here 1, 2, 3. Now the triple bond where it is started from first carbon only. So you have to write prop. Prop. And here 1. Here ENE you written. Here triple bond is there. That's why you have to write YNE.
Why?
Prop 1 in. Clear?
Yes.
So ENE means a double bond. YNE means a triple bond. Okay. Now is generally if it is methane, ethane, propane, butane, everything generally we are calling as a alk. 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 In that with the alk we are going to add 3 parts. One is ANE. ANE means alkane. ENE alkene. YNE alkyne. If it is alkane, general formula CnH2n plus 2. If this is general formula CnH2n. This general formula CnH2n minus 2. The N is nothing but number of carbon. Okay. For example, we'll write one example. Here I written alkane general formula CnH2n plus 2 I written. Okay. The N value I'm going to write 1. If it is 1 means how we can write C1, correct? H2 multiple with 1 plus 2. Then what is the value? C1 H4. Then now we can draw the structure carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hydrogen.
Sir, N means what?
Methane.
Sir,
yes, sir.
N means number of carbon or number of hydrogen. What it is? N. N.
Was that?
In place of N.
1 second, repeat. I can't hear you.
Sir,
instead of N, you should add the number of carbon 1. If it is 1 carbon means how many hydrogen attached with the carbon. If it is N value, you are going to write as a 4. For example, 4 you are writing. Okay. Now, what you will write the general formula CnH2n plus 2 you written. Okay. Then CnH2n means C count number is a 4. Now H count. H count means here 2 you have to multiple with 4. Next plus 2. Now C4 directly you will write as a C4. H will write 2 4s are 8. Okay, correct? 8 plus 2. Again C4 H10 you will write. Correct? Now 4 carbon if it is undergoing saturated form. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon you written. How many hydrogen it will accommodate? How many hydrogen it will be present? Here 3 hydrogen. First hydrogen, second hydrogen, third hydrogen. Here first hydrogen, second hydrogen. Here next hydrogen, hydrogen. And next here hydrogen, hydrogen, and hydrogen. So total number of the hydrogen, how much? Carbon 4 carbon, hydrogen 10 hydrogen. Then it is called butane, but. And the formula, what is it? Suffix ane. Then butane we are writing.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
Butane we are writing. Then that name, general name, what is that? Alkane. Alk, ALKANE, alkane. Then general formula CnH2n plus 2. Suppose if it is alkene, ENE, they would have given that. Okay. Then general formula, what is that? CnH2n. You should write CnH2n. Then what is that? How we can write? For example, n value. You should not, here you should not add as a 2. You should add more than, you should not add as a 1. You should add more than 1. That means n value we are keeping as a 2. If it is 2 means C2H2 multiple with 2. Then that means what? C2H4. If it is C2H4 means how we can write? Carbon connected with another carbon. And here this carbon having 2 hydrogen. Why? Because equally I'm writing the hydrogen. Here 2 hydrogen and here 2 hydrogen. I written. Next, here one bond, 2 bond, 3 bond, 3 valence only completed. For this also 1 bond, 2 bond, 3 bond, only 3 bonds completed. Again, that's why I'm going to write one more bond as a double bond. Now, if it is double bond present means what is the terminal you should write? ENE you should write. Now, what is the name of the compound? Eth. Okay, 2 carbons are there, no? Then it is eth. ENE. Then how we can write? Ethene. 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 That is the name of the compound. Clear? Understand what I'm saying? Next formula, we are going to write the formula as CnH2n minus 2. This means what? Alkyne. Correct? Now, n value you are giving as a 2. Then C2H2 into 2 minus 2. Then how much? C2H4 minus 2. C2H, this 4 minus 2, how much? 2. Then C2H2 you will get. This is the formula. Okay. Then if it is formula, what will write? First carbon, second carbon. This one hydrogen, here another hydrogen. Now carbon valency 1 and 2 completed. Here carbon valency 1 and 2 completed. Okay. So now how many valency of the carbon? 4. Correct? Then what we should do? In between the carbon, we have to draw first bond,
3.
second bond, third bond, 3 bond. Here first bond, second bond, third bond, next fourth bond. Now carbon valency completed. Now the root word is yet, and yet the triple bond is present means what you will write? YNE. Then what is the name of the compound? Ethane. Correct, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This only. Okay. And next, suppose if the what? Understand? No.
Yes, sir. Understand, sir.
Okay. So next we'll go for the examples. Okay. So or otherwise one more example I will write. Then after functional group wise, I'll write the example. Okay. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon with OH. Then what is the name of the compound?
Pro.
This compound name, what is that, sir? Propol. And ANE. Next to OL. Correct? This E you have to remove. Then what is that?
Propanol.
Propanol. Over.
Mm.
Next case. You are going to write carbon, 1 carbon,
Mm.
3 carbon. Okay. Here,
Mm.
double bond O, H. Here hydrogen, here hydrogen, here hydrogen, and here hydrogen, here hydrogen. Okay. Now how many carbons are there? 3 carbons are there. Correct?
Mm. Yes, sir.
Then 3 carbon means what? Prop.
Prop.
And here this group
AN.
name, what is it? This group, what is it? AL.
AL.
Okay. Here
Mm.
every in between the carbon and carbon, everything single bond. Then it is
Mm.
ANE. And next, what is the functional group?
AL.
Aldehyde.
Mm.
Correct.
Mm.
Aldehyde. Now aldehyde means what is the terminal? AL. Then you have to write AL. This E remove. Then propanol. Okay. And next case. Carbon, second carbon, third carbon. We are going to connect with here double bond. Here hydrogen, and here hydrogen, here hydrogen, and here hydrogen, here also hydrogen, here also hydrogen. Here everywhere the carbon valence completed or not, once check. And before I said in between the carbon and carbon only should not have double bond or triple bond. Here in between the carbon and the oxygen having double bond. Okay. So now what is the functional group? Here also carbon and here also carbon attached. Here carbon. Then what is it? First root word? Prop. Correct. Next, everywhere single bond is present. Here also single bond and here also single bond. In between the carbon, there is no any double bond. So ANE. Correct.
Mm.
And next, this functional group, what is it? Ketone.
Ketone.
If it is like this, ketone, then this word you have to select ONE. Okay. Then this E you have to remove. Then propanone. Okay, this is the name. And next,
Yes, sir.
first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. Here double bond O. Here one more O and the H. And here hydrogen. Here hydrogen. And this one is hydrogen. This one is hydrogen. Here is hydrogen. Now, what is the name of the compound? This is known as acid. Correct. Acid functional group. Then what we should write? OIC, oic acid.
OIC.
How many carbons are there? Here,
3.
first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. Okay. Then you have to write prop plus ANE. And next, OIC, oic acid. Then what we'll write? Here E you have to remove. Propanoic acid. Okay. Next, if they would have given first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, and here double bond O, and here O, again one more carbon. Here hydrogen, here hydrogen, here hydrogen, and here hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. When you are drawing the structure, you have to count how many bonds are there around the carbon. Okay, around the carbon, 4 bonds should be there. So if it is 4 bond not there, then the structure is wrong. Okay. So now here we are saying first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. Why I am not taking from here 1, 2? You know the reason why I didn't take this here first. This one is the first, and this one is the second. You should not take. Why? Because the carbon chain is not connected with the carbon with the carbon. Okay, your carbon chain in between the carbon chain, oxygen is present. So that's why I'm not counting. This one is the 1, this one is the 2 like this. So I'm counting the number. This is 1, and next this is 2, this is 3. Then these 3 carbons are there. Then we are calling as a prop. And the next is acid means ATE. That means the single carbons are there.
ANE.
ANE. Next ATE. And after that, this one we have to keep as a substitution. What is the substitution? How it is substitution? Carbon with 3 hydrogen and here hyphen. Why I am taking as hyphen means the oxygen connected, no? So that's why hyphen. Then what is the name of that? METH meth YL methyl. It is a insufficient, no? So that's the reason. So here you have to write propanoate. What you will write? Propanoate. Here NV you have to here instead of E, here you have to write OAT, propanoate. What propanoate? Methyl. Methyl propanoate. The methyl is a substitution.
Why? Sir,
Okay,
please
clear?
repeat again, sir.
Understand?
This. No, sir. Let's repeat.
This one somewhat again I'll repeat. Only ester it will be somewhat you should understand, otherwise you can't remember this. Here O, here double bond O, here C, and here C. H, H, here H, and here H, here also H. And here you can't write H, here you should write here H, here H, here H. Okay, now all the carbon valency completed. Oxygen valency 2 valency. That's why we written in between the oxygen 2 valency. Here oxygen valency 2. That's why we are writing double bond. Okay. Now here you are going to write the number. This part separate, and this part becomes separate. Okay, two parts separate part. Here you are going to write the number 1 and 2. Again you are going to write the number 1 and 2. Why I am writing 1 and 2 means the carbon and carbon connection should be there. If it is not connection not there, then you should not write the number order wise 1, 2, 3 and all. If you write, then it should be connected with the carbon alone. If it is connected with the oxygen, then the chain going to break. You should not write the number after that. Okay. So first chain, again oxygen, again it is chain. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like you are writing. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like you should write. You should not write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like everything. You should not write. This is wrong method. Okay, that one you have to remember. And next.
Yes, sir.
So next here we are writing as here 2 carbons are there. Then it is ETH. ETH. Here 2 carbons are there. ETH. Okay. Now here hyphen is there. Hyphen means it is insufficient. That means we are writing ethyl. ETHYL. Next here COO functional group is there. This is called the ester functional group. Correct. So ester functional group means THANOATE. Ethanoate. 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 That's what I said. ETH. ANE plus OAT. So here E should remove and you should add this part. Okay, ethanoate. Then why I written ethanoate means 2 carbons are there. That's why I written ethanoate. Then complete name of we should write this one. You have to keep as a secondary prefix. Then ethyl, and next ethanoate. This is the name of the compound. Okay, understand?
No, sir. Sir,
Next,
please repeat.
we'll go for the examples. Yes, sir.
Sir, please repeat the same
Which
question.
one, sir?
Sir, repeat. Last one.
The
Yes,
same
please.
question.
Yes, sir.
Some other example or a same example?
No, this same example.
See, sir. Here
Same
first
examples.
carbon, second carbon, third carbon you are writing. And next fourth carbon you are going to write with the same example. Huh?
Same example, yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Here. First we are writing carbon. Second carbon you written. And here double bond O. And here hydrogen. A single bond hydrogen, here single bond hydrogen. Next here oxygen, and here again carbon, here hydrogen, and here hydrogen, and here carbon. 1 second. Here hydrogen, and here hydrogen, and here carbon. Okay. Now here the chain, it is not connected with the continuously. That means carbon, 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 like it is not connected. It is first carbon and carbon, it is connected. Again it is connected with oxygen. Again carbon, carbon we are writing. Correct? Now if it is carbon and carbon means we can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like we can write continuously. But here
Yes.
1, 2, that's it. Again you should not write here 3. You should start with the 1, 2. Clear? So why? Because the chain is not continuous. The chain already broken. So that's why we are writing here 2 carbon separate and these two carbon separate. Clear? So that's why here we written this is a functional group, no? So that's why I written here 1 and here 2. Then 2 carbons are there means their name is yes. And here the functional group is a COO. So that's why I written as a OAT. Here in between the carbon single bond. That's why we written as a ANE. Okay. Next, this part already in the beginning only I said carbon first 3 hydrogens are connected. 3 hydrogens are connected. Here there is no any hydrogen. Instead of hydrogen, it is connected with oxygen or nitrogen or sulfur, any other element. If it is connected means we are saying this one is the only 1 carbon means a meth. And here there is no hydrogen connection, no. That's why we are writing YL, methyl. Okay. So now this ethyl you are going to write as a secondary prefix. Again you are going to write eth as a root word and ANE as a saturated compound and OAT is a prefix. Actually ATE some examples they will give, and here they are giving the OATE. Okay, so this one as a name of the compound. Clear, sir? Is it clear?
Sir, from where this YL is coming from, sir? In ethyl?
Okay. Next
How
we will
did
go
you
for
add
the
YL?
example. Yes, sir? What, sir? What, sir?
No, sir, in the same example, how did you add the YL there in ethyl?
YLE means we are not including that complete structure, no. See, here hydrogen. 1 second, wait, something happened. Here this one having hydrogen. Here hydrogen is there. Here hydrogen is there. But here there is no hydrogen, no. It is here carbon, here hydrogen. Here it is connected with oxygen, no. It is not hydrogen. So that's why we are writing as a ethyl. Correct, no, sir? Okay. So if it is connected with carbon or hydrogen, you should not write here YL. Clear?
Sir. Sir.
Here it is connected with the oxygen or some other element except hydrogen or carbon. Except carbon hydrogen means you have to write YL. Okay, clear? Now we
Sir.
go for the example.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
In the same question, from where O is coming, sir? That O.
That is functional group, sir.
O.
Functional group. Functional group. Ester functional group. I said no.
AT it is, right?
Ester
Sir.
functional group means what? A chain, carbon, double bond O, again oxygen, again chain will start.
Yes, yes.
This is called the ester. I said no.
In the nomenclature, sir, in the naming, sir, that ETHANOAT.
What's that?
Ethyl ethanoate, no?
OAT, yeah.
Oh.
Ethanol.
From where O?
Actually, here you should add OAT.
Why?
Sometimes they will use AT. Sometimes that is suffix, sir. Alcohol, how we are writing OL, and aldehyde, how we are writing AL. According to the IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. That group gave this prefix. Okay, that particular IUPAC team gave the name. So that's why we are writing. Okay.
But in sir, ester functional groups, in ester functional group, we write ATE, right, sir? ATE. And how that O is
that's
coming?
what OAT we should write, sir.
Oh, okay.
Before I written ATE.
Yes, sir.
No. It is OATE outright. That's what. Here, where I written? Maybe I written wrong. Here, OAT.
OAT, right.
It is not AT. OAT.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Next, the first question. Which is the functional group known as aldehyde? Aldehyde functional group. Actually, here this option is the wrong option. They given printing mistake. So first carbon and double bond O, again hydrogen. Here double bond they given, so it is wrong. So this one you have to change. Here it is single bond only. First 1 bond, 2 bond, and 3 bond, 4 bond. Overall around the carbon 4 bond should be there. So this one mark as a aldehyde. So aldehyde means it should be first bond, second double bond, and here hydrogen. This is called the aldehyde. Okay. Next one, carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid means already you know that carbon, here chain, long chain, double bond O, here H. Okay, this is carboxylic acid.
Sir, which is the right one? Right answer.
Which one, sir? First one. Actually, this one is the right one, sir. But here double bond they give. Double bond should not use single bond. That only the fault. Remaining everything correct.
Okay.
And next, third question. General formula. What is the alkene general formula? ENE. ENE means what we written. This is ANE, and this one ENE, and this one YNE, and this one YL. That means alkyl. KYL. Correct? We said no. One hydrogen is missing. Correct? That's why we have to write this is YL. Alkyl. This is alkane. This is alkene. This one alkyne, and this one alkyl. So alkene they given. So this one is the answer. Okay. Next question.
Hmm.
What is the correct structural formula of the compound propanol? So prop, it is a root word. AN, it is a primary suffix, and OL is a secondary suffix. Now, what is the functional group? It should be alcohol functional group. Correct? Huh?
B.
So this one is a keto. Correct? Keto functional group. And this one is a OL functional group. That means here ONE, here OL, and this one is the acid functional group. OIC, oic acid, and this one is a two alcohols are there. Okay, so then they have to give diol. Okay, so this alcohol, but it is two alcohols are there, but they given only one propanol. If they would have given propane diol means this is the answer. So the first which one is the answer? B is the correct answer. Correct, sir?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, sir.
Next year. What is the suffix? Suffix for O ketone in the name itself is there. ONE. Correct? Actually, most of the case they will ask to not ON, ONE they will ask. Okay, so wherever ONE they will ask. If it is OL means alcohol, and ONE means ketone, and instead of double A, single AL means aldehyde. And this oic acid means acid. In the name itself is there, acid. Next one.
Simple ON will be the wrong, na?
Simple ON is wrong. What is added before the word of the indication of the functional group? Before group words. What is the group words? They are asking. Before the group words means before the root word. What is it? What is it before the root word? After the root word?
Sir. Cyclic and substitution.
It is not cyclic, no. Here there is no, the option not there in the form of cycle, no. The next
Prefix,
option we
sir.
have to go for prefix. Okay, so prefix we need to select. Clear, sir? Before the root word we are adding prefix only, no. Prefix, primary prefix, primary the secondary prefix. Next primary suffix, secondary suffix. Okay, this is primary, next secondary. From here primary and next secondary. Okay, so sometime they will do the mistake. Here primary, again secondary, root word, and again primary, again secondary they will write. It is wrong. So from the root word you have to start primary, secondary, primary, secondary. Okay.
Yes.
And next question. Which of the following ethyl ethanoate? This formula already we discussed. So what is the answer? Here what is that? Two carbons are there. Here one carbon. Here two carbons are there. Here also two carbons. And here 1, 2, 3 carbons are there. Two carbons. Here 3 carbons with one carbon. Correct? Then what is the name of this carbon? This compound? Methyl. Correct? Methyl ethanoate. And this one is a 2 carbon. This 2 carbons are there. Then it is ethyl ethanoate. And here what is that? 2 carbons are there. Then ethyl 1, 2, 3 carbons are there. Propanoate. Okay. Here only one carbon is there. Then methyl propanoate. Correct. Then what is the answer? B is the answer. Ethyl ethanoate. Clear? And next question. Here you can write yourself. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Why I given from right side to left side? Why I can write year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4? No. Why this is wrong? This is correct. The reason, Here functional group we are taking as a COA. So where is the functional group will be present? From there only you should start the number. Okay. So that's why I have given year 1 and year 2, year 3, year 4. That means how many carbons are there? 4 carbons are there. If it is 4 carbon means what is the root word? Bute. Correct? So everywhere bute is there. Here also bute, here also bute, here also bute, and here also bute. Correct? And this functional group name is the oic acid. Correct? So here also oic acid and here also oic acid. So among these two, any one of the answer. Okay. Remaining two, it is not answer. Next, what is it? Yeah, second position. What is the compound is there? Bromine is there. Second position. Then first one is the answer. 2 bromo. Here they given 3 bromo. Here they given 2 bromo. Then it is the first only the answer. Sorry, third only the answer. 3 bromo only.
Third one, sir. Third one.
Third.
The number. It is from here only you should count no. 1, 2, 3. Third carbon bromine. So this is the answer. Okay. Next. Identify the functional group present in the following compound. What is the functional group? This is the functional group. What is the functional group? It's a carboxylic acid. And the next functional group, what is that? Bromine. 2 functional groups are there, no? 2 different things. That's why bromine and carboxylic acid both are functional groups. Okay. Next, what is the chemical formula of cyclohexane? Okay. Cyclohexane means the cyclo is a cycle. Correct? X means what is that? X 6 carbon should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon. Okay. Then I will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next 6. I written. Correct? Next, here 2 bond completed. Remaining 2 hydrogen. Here hydrogen, here hydrogen, here hydrogen, here hydrogen, and here hydrogen, here also hydrogen. Now just count how many carbon, how many hydrogens.
12 hydrogen.
How many carbon, how many hydrogens will be there?
6.
So and one
carbon.
more thing. 3 things we need to observe. 3 things we need to observe. One is the cyclo. Second one is the X. Third one is ANE. That means what? Carbon and carbon, in between the carbon everywhere should be single bond. Okay. Then formula, 6 carbon are there and 12 nitrogens, 14 nitrogens, 12 nitrogens are there. Correct? Once you count,
12.
12 nitrogens are there. Then this is the formula of cyclohexane. General formula of alkene, ENE, alkyne, YNE, alkane, ANE, already we discussed. Correct? So alkene means what? CN, H2N, and CN, H2N minus 2, HCN, H2N plus 2. This is the general formula. Next question. Acetic acid is the general name of the compound is acetic acid, but the formula is C1, 2, 3. First hydrogen, second hydrogen, third hydrogen, again carbon, here double bond, here O, here H. Okay, so this name is called ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid, common name, that means tribal name, our area name, like they will say. So that area name is called acetic acid. Okay, now?
Yes, sir.
And next, butane is a compound having, here, butane is a compound having 4 carbon atom with the functional group. What is the functional group? There is no functional group, no. Butane
Yes,
means what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Overall, 10 carbon should be present. Sorry, 4 carbon with 10 hydrogen should be present. Then there is no any functional group. Only root word is a bute. Correct? Root word is a bute. And saturated or unsaturated substitution is a ANE. So no functional group. The compounds of carbon which are linked by double or a single bond between the carbon atom is called. Double bond also is there, single bond also is there. Then what is the name we can call it as? Alkene. Okay, if it is double bond, it means what is the name? Alkene only will say no. So that is the name. Next, the compounds with the identical molecular formula but a different structure. That means so both are same molecular formula, different structure. This one is I didn't teach this one. For example, I'm going to write one structure. C4H10 I written. Correct? How many carbon? 4 carbon with 10 nitrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, I can write 1, 2, 3. Here 4. Here 3 hydrogen. Here 1 hydrogen. And here hydrogen. Here hydrogen. Here hydrogen. And here hydrogen. Here hydrogen. Here hydrogen. I can draw like this also now. Correct what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
See, in the both the structure, number of carbon, number of hydrogen both are equal. But this one is a linear structure. But here it is a branch structure. Correct. So this is different. This one is a different. So like that means if it is there like that, then we are calling as a isotope. It is called the isotope. Okay. Structural isotope. Isotope. We are saying no. What is it? Same hydrogen with difference. Then the same compound we can write structural. Why? Because structure based. Structural isomer. Isotope means we know what is the isotope. H1 isotope, H2 isotope, H3 isotope, carbon 12, carbon 13, carbon 14. Okay, this is called the isotope. That means same element having different mass. Isotope. Here isomer. Here isotope. Here isomer. Same formula with a different arrangement. It is called the structural isomer. Okay, understand. Then here it is known as isomer. What type of isomer? Structurally, it is different. Structural isomer. Next compound having CH2 double bond CH2 structural formula is name. What is the name of the compound they are asking? What is the name, sir? Anyone? Two carbon. Two carbon means what? Eth. And next double bond is there. ENE. Ethane. That's it. Next here two carbons are there. Eth. And what is the triple bonds are there? YNE. Ethane. That's it. 5 to 8% of the solution of dash is called vinegar. This one is the acetic acid. Vinegar we are using no for preservative of the pickle or preservative of the materials. So that is called the acetic acid. Acetic acid or ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid or CH3COOH. That is the formula. CH3COOH is the this one. 5 to 8% of the acid. Remaining everything they will add water. 92% of the water. That means if you will take 100 ml, in the 100 ml, 5 ml or 8 ml acetic acid, remaining 95 ml or 92 ml water will be there. That particular solution only we are calling as a vinegar solution. Okay. And the main constituents of CNG. CNG means the methane gas. 1, 2, 3. Here hydrogen, here hydrogen, here hydrogen, here hydrogen. This name is called methane. Okay.
Methanes.
If it is LPG, if they will ask, then you have to write 4 carbon. What is the name? Butane. If it is
Butane.
LPG, butane. If it is CNG, methane. Okay.
Hmm.
Clear, sir? Clear? Is there any doubt?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. If it is any doubt, then once text in the WhatsApp group, I'll clear the doubt. Okay.
This class was much better, sir.
Okay, sir. Shall I close that?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Okay.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, sir.